The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 28th day of March, 2025. We go back to June 4th, 1956. It's a Monday game. We don't normally do Monday games, but last week we did the doubleheader on Memorial Day, and that fell on a Wednesday, so you got a Monday game instead. And today would have been my mother's 4th birthday. And what else would a 4-year-old girl want on her birthday than a ball game between the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Milwaukee Braves? The Braves have a 3-game lead over the Dodgers as we head into the summer portion of 1956, and they will go with Lou Burdette on a Monday night in Milwaukee. I gotta sneeze, hold on. Excuse me. The joys of live streaming. The Dodgers will counter with Sal Magli as he tries to get on track in the replay. The numbers seem to, I gotta sneeze again. Excuse me. The numbers seem to heavily favor Milwaukee in this replay. Not only do they have the 6 games in hand, they are off to a flying start. I mean, my goodness gracious, I kissed myself because I'm sneezing like a fool. They are off to a flying start. They are playing 800 ball. They have the offense. They have Warren Spahn. They have Lou Burdette. They can pitch. They can hit. They can field. They're doing everything right. They're not playing 800 ball all year, but they could actually have a good chance of having this wrapped up by the time that we get to the All-Star break. In real life, it was Brooklyn's experience that probably got them through. They were in a 3-team dogfight with the Redlegs and the Braves. They got one more sneeze coming. The Redlegs haven't been much of a factor so far, so if it remains a 2-horse race between the Braves and the Dodgers, chances are, I think the computer is going to throw their weight behind the Braves. So the Dodgers are going to need to figure something out. St. Louis is also with the mix as well. So that's that for that. So what else would a 4-year-old girl want for her birthday? A dolly or something like that? No, she wants baseball. Dodgers Braves next. As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1956. Today from County Stadium in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it is the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Milwaukee Braves. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. How you doing, Andrew? How much are you supposed to get this weekend? They're calling for 8 inches here in town. We don't get 8 inches all winter. We're going to get it the last weekend of March. Lou Burdette taking his warm-up tosses for the Braves, who are 26-7 through 33 games. The Dodgers are 26-13 through 39 games. So, although Brooklyn has matched the Braves win for win, at some point they're going to have to hope the Braves lose those 6 games they have in hand. And how about those Chicago White Sox? 1-0. Break them up. Lou Burdette comes into this one making his 9th start of the year. He is 3-1 on the replay with a 3.50 ERA. 30 years old, fastball at 84, and a ground ball pitcher. Burdette last pitched on the 31st, so 5 days rest. In an 8-5 win over the Cubs, no decision here for Lou. 7 innings, 105 pitches. Not just a dusting, you're lucky. They're talking snow and ice here. 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 2 homers. He walked 1 and struck out 5. He has 2 shutouts this year. One of the Redlegs, a 2-hitter on May 27th. And a 15-0 pasting of St. Louis on April 22nd. I'm going to see if I can get the sneeze out before I start reading more numbers. I've been kissing a fool. 61 2/3 innings for Lou. Of course, I'm not going to sneeze when I need to. 54 hits, 27 runs, 24 earned, 8 home runs, 13 walks, and 23 strikeouts. You think Pat Summerall ever had problems like this? And here's the lineup the Dodgers will put. Jim Gilliam will lead off in left field. Pee Wee Reese at short will bat second. Duke Snider, who's had 21 homers and hitting .425, will go third in center field. Randy Jackson cleans up at third, yo dog. Gil Hodges at first will bat fifth. Roy Campanella behind the plate going sixth. Carl Furillo will be in right, he'll bat seventh. Charlie Neal at second goes eighth, and Sal Magley on the mound batting ninth. Burdette can give you 145 pitches. Sitting next to the Connecticut River, Andrew is looking at the Windsor Cornish covered bridge. That's quite the picture. Wow. Eating lunch on the truck. What's for lunch? I had a deviled ham sandwich. Here's the defense for the Braves. Bobby Thompson, a 6 and a 3 in left. Bill Bruton, a 7 and a 6 in center. Hank Aaron, a 9 and a 9 in right. The infield. Eddie Matthews, a 10 at third. Johnny Logan, a 7 and a 7 at short. Jack Dittmer, a 4 and a 4 at second. Frank Torrey gets a call at first. He's an 8. Del Crandall behind the plate, a 10 and an 8. And Burdette is an 8 on the mound with a .985 fielding percentage. Sal the Barber Magley, that's right, Parallel League. How are you? Meatloaf sandwich. And you chose me over Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. Thank you so much. Jim Gilliam at .295, 2 homers and 18 RBI. Weather on this June 4th, 1956 in Milwaukee, 78 degrees. Winds left to right at 3. It is a beautiful night for baseball. However, the 4-year-old future mother of mine would not be listening, because I'm sure that this game was at 8 o'clock Central and well past a 4-year-old's bedtime. Gilliam, we gave you the numbers. Burdette is ready, and here we go. Gilliam hits a base hit into left center field. Bruton will cut it off, and that's how this one starts. Here comes Pee Wee Reese at .277, 3 homers and 24 RBI. That is a bunt. Torrey has it. He'll go to Dittmer covering. Reese is retired. It worked. Gilliam moves to second, and 1 out for Duke Snider. And now my nose is running. We're off like a herd of thunder and turtles in this one. Duke Snider is having himself a year and a half. Hitting .425, 21 homers, and 46 RBI. We told you that Mickey Mantle has a good shot at the Triple Crown in the American League. But Duke Snider is doing it in the National League. He leads in average. He leads in homers, he leads in RBI, and his 12 doubles are good enough for 4th. One out. Phil Rizzuto said he didn't know what he was doing when he was participating in that song. That's true, he didn't. Hopefully he realized it after. Hold on one sec. I need a Kleenex. I'm allergic to myself. So, Andy, what'd you do at lunch today? I listened to a guy argue with a box of Kleenex. It was great. We gave you Snyder's numbers. That's incredible. Let's go Bums. John rooting for the visiting team as usual. Pitch to Snyder is a fly ball right center field. Aaron moving over, and Henry will make the catch. Gilliam goes back. Aaron with a diving stop on the grass to make the grab, 2 out. For Randy Jackson, the future American Idol, hitting .273, 3 homers and 13 RBI. Runner goes, that's in the shallow center. Bruton moseys on in and will grab it, and that'll do. Dodgers get a hit. They leave on a runner after half an inning. Brooklyn nothing. Milwaukee coming up. And so here is the Barber over from Cleveland. At 39 years old, Bugs Bunny fastball at 82, a fly ball pitcher, making his second start for the Bums. He beat the Phillies on the 30th of May in a 14-5 win. 6 innings, 87 pitches in 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 2 and struck out 2. Since being traded from Cleveland, 8 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts, 1-1, the record of .563 ERA. Here's the lineup for the Braves. Jack Dittmer at second will lead off. Frank Torrey at first will bat second. Eddie Matthews at third will bat third. Hank Aaron in right cleans up. Bobby Thompson, who had a horrible day when we had the Braves on earlier this week, will bat fifth in left field. Bill Bruton in center goes sixth. Johnny Logan all the way down to seventh in the lineup plays short. Del Crandall behind the plate goes eighth. Burdette will bat ninth as the pitcher. Magley can get you 135 pitches. So on a good day, he can go the distance. Defensively for the Dodgers, Jim Gilliam is 6 and a 6 in left. Duke Snyder an 8 and a 7 in center. Carl Furillo a 6 and a 10 in right. The infield, Randy Jackson is a 6 at third. Pee Wee Reese an 8 and a 7 at short. Charlie Neal a 5 and a 5 at second. Gil Hodges a 10 at first. Roy Campanella a perfect 10 and 10 behind the plate. And Magley is a 7 with a 1,000 fielding percentage. Kleenex wins every time. Of course it does. Let's go. How you doing there, Big Dave? Dittmer at 429 with an RBI. Magley starts off the night with ball 4. Technically, these are Puffs Plus. Are they Kleenex brand? I don't know. They're Puffs Plus. No, they're not. If they're Puffs, Ron, they're not Kleenex. They're Puffs with Vapo Rub in them, just in case I need to inhale some eucalyptus. Frank Torrey at 373 and 8 RBI. My dad worked with Sal. Let's go, Sal. Oh, Magley. Okay, worked with Sal for a few years after he retired from baseball. What'd he do? If you're going to say he's a barber, I laugh. Pitch to Torrey. There's a fly ball right field. Furillo is going to come in enough to make the grab, and Dittmer will go back to first. 1 out. Eddie Matthews at 355, 9 homers, and 34 RBI. The name is drawing a blank right now, but one of those Dodger pitchers was actually a Tournament of Champions finalist, if not a winner, on the old TV show Concentration. Pitch to Matthews. Eddie rips this one into left center. Gilliam will pick it up, and Dittmer will hold at second. So first and second, 1 out for Aaron. Hank at 333, 6 homers, and 31 RBI. Magley deals. Struck him out. Sal got him on an 0-2 fastball inside. So 2 out for Bobby Thompson. Thompson at 258, 4 homers, and 25 RBI. Magley deals. Hit him. Thompson got plunked by the curveball, and the bases are loaded. You don't want to do that. Thompson rubs his hands together. He kind of winced as he went down to first. It got him in the leg, so he gets some mud on his hands and rubs it on his pants as Bruton steps in at 325, 5 homers, and 22 RBI. Bruton up the middle. It'll be Pee Wee Reese. He goes to first, and that will retire the side. Braves threaten but do not score. No runs, a hit, and no errors. After 1, Brooklyn nothing, Milwaukee nothing. So Hodges, Campanella, and Furillo to face Burdette. Gill at 323, 9 homers, and 31 RBI. Sold spirits and wine for a Buffalo wholesaler. He signed a couple of baseballs for Dave's dad that you received after he passed away. Nice. I'm trying to think. Was it Magley? And it wasn't Newcomb. I don't think it was Erskine. But one of those Brooklyn Dodgers starters, Branca, it was Ralph Branca, that was the concentration champion. And number 13 himself. Pitch to Hodges. Gill rips this one into left. Back goes Thompson, and Gill has homered. That goes in the seats in left field around the pole, and the Dodgers go up 1-0. I knew if I messed with it enough, I could think of it. So for Hodges, that's number 10, and he's now driven in 32. Somewhere Scotty Howard's a happy camper, and Mr. Rockwood is not. What Thompson could do with that one, he just turned and watched it go. So Hodges makes a 1-0 Brooklyn. Leaving runners on base is just, it'll come back to bite you every time. And when you leave 3 on like that in the first inning and you can't score, those are the situations that come October when the ledgers are all finalized. It leaves you short. Here's Campanella hitting .201. Roy has 3 homers and 20 RBI. That is a ground ball to third. Matthews has it across the way to Torrey, and Campy is gone. 1 out for Carl Furillo. Carl at .319, 5 homers and 24 RBI. Burdette deals, and there's a line drive to Dittmer. Jack will leap and make a good catch. 2 out. For Charlie Neal, hitting .324, a home run and 5 RBI. Burdette gave up 22 dingers and 256 in the third real innings. This replay, he's given up 9 and 63 in the third. Neal ground ball to Dittmer. Jack has it, throws to first, and that'll do. Dodgers, however, get the solo homer from Gil Hodges. The lone hit. We go to the bottom of the second here in Milwaukee. Brooklyn 1, Milwaukee 0. So Logan, Crandall, and Burdette, who can hit, to face Magley here in the second. Logan at .313, 4 homers, and 25 RBI. Right field, Furillo. 1 out. So here's Del Crandall. Del on a 6-game hitting streak, hitting .315, 9 homers, and 22 RBI. Of course, RJL in the middle of, or just the start of his 83 postseason. I believe he just started the divisional series yesterday. Crandall laces this one to left. Gilliam waits and will make the catch. 2 out. For Burdette. In real life, not a bad hitter either, 186. On the replay, he's hitting .346 with a double, 9 for 26. So he's made some contact. Magley's pitch. Struck him out, that'll do. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the third, Brooklyn 1, Milwaukee 0. I did see yesterday, Dave, that this was the first opening day in 75 years that Vin Scully or Bob Uecker were not behind a microphone. What was it? Did I see right that Uecker called 1/6 of the games in Major League history? Some outrageous number like that. Sal Magley 0 for 2 with the Dodgers with a strikeout. Real life 129 and 2 RBI. Magley, base hit past Logan into left field. So the Dodgers off to a good start. Logan didn't play that one well, and it got past him. Third hit for Brooklyn. Opening 9 for Burdette. 28 pitches, 2+ innings, 3 hits. The solo homer from Hodges. Gilliam singled his first time up, 1 for 1. Ball 4. Scully, his first year was 1950, and his last year was 2016. Pee Wee Reese bunted his first time up. Vinny would be here for this one. Obviously a Brooklyn-Milwaukee game. Magley on second, Gilliam on first. And so his last game was the last the closing regular season game for the Dodgers in 2016. My dad was born in November of 49 and passed away in November of 16. So and he at 66 years old, and that encompassed all of Vin Scully's career with the Dodgers. Interesting. Hopefully this doesn't happen to me this year. Euchre's first year was, 71 in Milwaukee, and that was the year I was born. Pitch to Pee Wee Reese, and Pee Wee draws the walk. Burdette just kind of lost the script out there. So bases loaded, nobody out for Duke Snider. Duke is 0 for 1. So Magley on third, Gilliam on second, Reese on first. Nobody out here in the third. Dodgers trying to claw some of this 3-game deficit back from the Braves. Burdette deals. Snider into right center. Runners go. Aaron to the wall. A grand slam. And it's 5-0 Brooklyn. Pull out the rye and mustard. Snider deposits his 22nd of the year, and he now has 50 RBI. That was an absolute meatball over the plate, and Aaron just turned and watched it go. We haven't had very dramatic games this week. 85 right over the plate, go bye-bye. And it's 5-0 Brooklyn. So here's Jackson. Randy's 0 for 1. Absolutely. We all thought this would be Mickey Mantle's season. It is the 4th of June, and Snider has driven in 50 in Brooklyn's first 40 games. Pitch to Jackson. Hit him. Oh, that won't go over well. Oohs and ahs, and Jackson and Burdette make eye contact. It got him in the leg. I'm not sure that was intentional, but now the dander is starting to stand up on the back of the neck of one Walter Alston. And here's Gil Hodges, who homered in his first at-bat. He now has 10 on the year. So we'll see now if the guile and determination of the Dodgers comes into play. Pitch from Burdette. Hodges, Crandall lost it. It got away, but Jackson held tight. Snider, with that home run, is now hitting .426. That's a softball number. Pitch to Hodges. There's a fly ball to left. Thompson will see it hit. No, it's gone. It's gone. Everybody's fingers going around. Burdette has been skunked or Christmas treed. Hodges tailed that one down the line, and it's now a 7-0 ball game. So Burdette with none stuff out there. Thompson gave it a chase. He thought he was going to play it off the top of the wall. He kept waiting to hear that clink and never heard it. So the grand slam, the hit runner, and now a home run, and the Dodgers have a 6-spot up with nobody out here in the third. He hits Campanella, all hell's going to break loose. Roy's 0 for 1. To third, Matthews gobbles it up, throws to Torrey. Finally, 1 out. For Carlo Furillo, who's 0 for 1. I know there's not a lot of you out there who are NBA fans, but did you see the highlights at the end of the Lakers-Bulls game last night? Furillo, 0 for 1. That's a base hit in the left center field. Thompson will pick it up. Question is, when do I pull him? Everybody's played 18,000 doubleheaders. Bullpens are a scarce commodity. Does Action PC have all of them come out on the field when there's a brawl? It would be the pitcher, catcher, and the runner, I think. I know in previous versions of OOTP, they'll black out fights. They'll have them, but you black them out. How you doing, Tribe fan? Neal's 0 for 1. That is past Dittmer into center field. And now I got to look. Burdette has given up 7 hits in 2 1/3 innings. So with Magley up, who have I got? I got Spahn, who cannot go. I only have one pitcher, and it's Dave Jolly. That's it. I've got one pitcher who can go about 2 innings. Yes. So Lakers were up, what, 5 with 12 seconds to go. Bulls hit a 3. LeBron James throws a lazy inbound pass that gets stolen. Turn around, another 3. Bulls up 1. Lakers, I believe they had a timeout, or if they didn't, they rush it in. They hit the jumper. They lead by 1. Bulls don't have a timeout. There's 2 seconds to go, and I forget the name of the player, but he heaves up a beyond half quarter. In fact, I think it was by the circle in the Bulls' half of the court, and he sank it. Nothing but net, and the Bulls won by 1. What a finish. Pitch to Magley. There is a ground ball to Logan. This should finish the inning. Dittmer for 1. No, Magley's going to reach. The throw was not in time. There are 2 outs. If it wasn't for bad luck, Lou Burdette wouldn't have any luck at all today. 18 batters, 59 pitches, 2 2/3. He's got to take one for the team. 7 hits, 3 home runs. Snyder and Hodges has 2. He has walked 2 and not struck out anybody. Junior Gilliam, a walk, a single, and a run scored. Yeah, I got to leave him in. And Tribe fans retracting messages. Uh-oh. What'd you say, Tim? Runners on the corners. Gilliam up the middle, and that's a base hit. So, no. Bruton will dive. He's going to dive for it. No, won't get it. Magley on his way to third. Gilliam has 2. Ferrillo will score, and it's 8-0. Somewhere our friend Sean is yanking his hair out. Would you get somebody out, please? Pee Wee Reese walked and scored, and also bunted. Wow, on that finish. Yeah, if only the NCAA tournament would be that fun. What was it? Arkansas blew a big lead last night, too? Pitch to Reese. There is a... gotta pull him. Base hit to right. No! That was not a base hit to right. Aaron runs over. I need to watch the chalkboard, and I'll watch it here. He'll make the catch. Wow. A big slider, but that will do. 7 runs for the Dodgers. 6 hits and no errors. We go to the bottom of the third here in Milwaukee. See if the Braves can come back from this. It's Brooklyn 8, Milwaukee nothing. The Lakers D is giving up 120 a game the last 10 games. Wow. Hello, 1982. Hello, 1982. My defense is stuck with you. So, opening 9 for Magley. 31 pitches, 2 innings, a hit, no runs, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Dittmer walked his first time up. And he'll walk again. For Frank Torrey, who's 0 for 1. I honestly thought that was a base hit. Andrew's son's high school basketball team was inbounding the ball up 5 with 10 seconds left and lost. Oh, I saw Duke do that years ago in Maryland. In the last 30 seconds, blow like a 10-point lead. About 12 years ago that was. It can happen, and LeBron's inbound to set up that go-ahead, the first go-ahead basket for Chicago was so lazy. So lazy. Pitch to Torrey. There's a fly ball to right. Ferrillo will make the catch eventually, and Dittmer will go back to first. Eddie Matthews singled his first time up, the lone hit for Milwaukee. And he'll hit this one to third. Jackson has it. Goes across the way to Hodges. Matthews is out on the bang-banger. Couldn't beat it out. 2 out for Aaron, who struck out his first time up. So Magley can pretty much rest easy with an 8-run lead. Get your work in. Fouled a guy at the buzzer while he was taking a 3. Oh, and the kid hit all 3 free throws. Muska Mouseketeer. I hope that wasn't a playoff game or something like that. How? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Pitch to Aaron. Hank into left center. Reese will give chase. And that will hook foul. Somebody from Waukegan, Illinois made that catch. 2-2 the count. That is up the middle. Pee-wee's got it. Throws to first and threw it away. Aaron's going to reach. Henry was running right down the line. He'll hold up at first. It pulled Hodges off the bag, but it didn't get away from him beyond that. Runners are Aaron at first, Dittmer at third for Bobby Thompson, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. No, they won only 3 games his senior year. Oh. That's like taking a bag of pretzels and rubbing it on an open wound. Oh. My nieces played field hockey all the way through school. They were seniors this year at Rutland. And they somehow got a home playoff game, but I think they only won 3 or 4 games, including one of the playoff games. Yep. Ouch. Pitch to Thompson. Struck him out. And they'll leave on 2 more. Braves have left on 5. No runs, no hits, and the air does not hurt. Dodgers 8, Braves nothing. So Snyder, Jackson, and Hodges to face the shell-shocked Burdett. Duke now has 22 homers and 50 RBI following his grand slam in the third. Burdett deals. Snyder strikes out. So Burdett, really in relief of himself, has to go as long as he can. The Braves have one other pitcher that's ready. They're coming off 3 doubleheaders, in essence, in an 8-day stretch. The Sunday doubleheader, the holiday doubleheader, I think the Braves had a Sunday doubleheader, and then yesterday's Sunday doubleheader. Randy Jackson's 0 for 1 with a run scored. This time around, past Dittmer into right field. Aaron will grab it, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. Bruton will grab it as Aaron couldn't get there. Jackson might be trying for 3 as Bruton can't throw it in. Now he does, and Randy has a second double of the season. 9th hit for the Dodgers. Here's Hodges, who's had himself a day already. Solo homer and a 2-run homer in the third. That solo homer came in the second. So Gill is now driven in 34. At least they got to play a complete season. See, the 2020 season, there was one high school team that had 2020 seniors sign a ball, and after the field renovation, buried the ball under home plate. Yep. A friend of mine's daughter graduated 8th grade. And just like any other 2020 graduation, if they had it in person at all, it was all in their cars. Pitch to Hodges. There is a liner to left that will drop down. Thompson will have to go fish it out. Jackson's going to score. Hodges is in with a double. He has had himself an evening. That's his 13th double of the year. 9-0. Here's Campy. He's 0 for 2. No, he was the Vermont High School discus or D3 discus champ. Well, got to excel at something. We're here in Cleveland to lead everyone in how to lose games in all sports in every way possible. Imagine. That's the George Henry School of Sportsmanship, right? Campy Up the middle, Logan. Snap throw to Torrey, and that's an out. Hodges moves on to third. 2 out for Furillo. Carl 1 for 2. He is singled and scored. That's pretty cool. What do you get for that? A medal? If you win an individual championship in track or cross country or skiing? Furillo, that's a base hit. What do I do, gang? Burdett, and Aaron can't play it out there. Furillo's going to take second on the air. So Aaron bobbled it. It was a legit single. Aaron went to pick it up and dropped it. And by the time he got it in, Furillo was on second. I can't. How much longer? Oh, a certificate. Really? How much longer do I leave him in? You can't go with Spahn. He pitches tomorrow. And the only other person that could possibly pitch, well, there's two. I could use Sleeter. But I only have 70 pitches left. They did play a doubleheader yesterday. Buell went 138 and Ray Crone went 129. Connolly didn't go because he pitched Saturday. Spahn didn't go because he pitched on the first, a game that we did. So my options are Slater and Jolly, but I only have 70 pitches left. Neal 1 for 2 with a single. Burdett deals, and that is into center field for a single. Bruton will throw home, and Furillo is safe. 11-0. I got to go get him. D1 gets the good stuff. He'd have been 5th in D1. That's still pretty good. All right. So what do I do here, gang? I guess I haven't pitched to Magley. I can't. I saw that they had a position player pitch yesterday. Slater? Yep, that dude from Saved by the Bell. Well, if you can't get Magley, it'll give me a half inning to think about it. Sal 1 for 2. A single and a run scored. Burdett is the very Al Red Sox definition of someone who has pooped the bed today. Pitch to Magley. That's into right. Aaron over in the corner. Henry to the wall, and he'll make the grab to finally end the inning. 3 runs for the Dodgers on 4 hits and an error, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Brooklyn 11, Milwaukee nothing. My word. So a look at the standings here. Brooklyn just taking Milwaukee out behind the woodshed here. The Braves lead the Dodgers by 3. It'll be 2 by the end of the day. St. Louis by 8. So it's a 2-team race. In the American League, Cleveland 2.5 over Boston, 4.5 over Chicago and Detroit. The Yankees are on the right side of 500 finally. They're 5 back. Washington 6 back. Baltimore 8 back, and Kansas City 13.5. Just a couple of touchdowns behind, Andrew. You saw Duke Snyder's Triple Crown numbers. Milwaukee comes into this with the National League best offense hitting 302, the best pitching staff at 312. Brooklyn, 3rd in batting at 286. 2nd in ERA at 337, and the best defense in the National League at 983. Got any long stories? So here's Bruton. Yeah, my 4-year-old mother would have loved now. She'd be in bed, bored to tears, 11-0. It'll be Bruton, Logan, and Crandall with Burdett's spot up 4th. Billy 0 for 1. It's our second blowout of the week. What do you guys got for long stories? Pitch to Bill is a ground ball to Magley, first base bouncer side. He throws to Hodges, and Bruton beat it out. Bruton was just go, 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 and Magley thought he was going to have it, but the ball kind of died on the grass. Just a second hit for the Braves. Here's Johnny Logan. Johnny's 0 for 1. That is into right center field for a hit. Furillo picks it up. Bruton on his way to third. So first and third, runners on the corners, nobody out for Del Crandall, who is 0 for 1. Mr. Gardner is still picking the Braves. Wouldn't that be something? I think we've probably had an 8-run deficit made up. Never had an 11-run lead blown. Oh, yeah, Game 7 of this 88 World Series. Some idiot gave up a 7-run lead. We won't mention any names, Ron. Pitch to Crandall. Runners on the corners, and the Braves are on the board. That will roll past Furillo all the way to the wall. Logan around second. Snyder with a bad play. Logan is gonna try and score. He might as well. Snyder about 380 feet away. Bruton is in. Crandall will hold. Neal throws to the plate. Safe. So Crandall with a double. And the Braves have a 2-spot on the board. And, we got Adcock. Who can hit a righty? Wes Covington? So Covington will pinch hit. Hitting .333 as a pinch hitter with an RBI. Overall, 3 for 21 with an RBI. Milwaukee is channeling their inner Jim Carrey. And with that, we have warped the space-time continuum. And yes, so you're saying that there is a chance. Do I smell extra innings? No, that's just my high karate, Andrew. Ron studied under John McNamara. And Grady Little. Oh, you two are dead. Played a 15-question trip. Tim changes the subject. Way back in baseball, learned team missed 2 questions. One of them was what pitcher had the most wins in the 1960s. Would that have been Juan Marichal? Pitch to Covington. And Covington draws the walk. So the Dodgers have kind of flipped the script here. Here's Jack Dittmer. Jack has walked twice. Still nobody out here in the 4th. Crandall on second, Covington on first. Wow, I got it right. What was the other question? Dittmer between Hodges and Neal. Gill has it. Pee-wee for 1. Gill runs back and he grounds into a 3-6-3 double play. 2 out. For Frank Torrey, who is 0 for 2. Still half of you said the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Torrey. That's a base hit into center field. Snyder gets past him all the way to the wall. Torrey has his 3rd double of the year, and it's now an 11-3 ball game. You do not have permission to go change the channel yet. Here's Eddie Matthews. Eddie 1 for 2 with a single. Right center field. Back goes Snyder. Back goes Furillo. Long gone. A 5-run inning for Milwaukee. Ain't the beer cold there, Agnes? That's his 10th of the year. He found the scoreboard. The Dodgers put up a touchdown in the 3rd, and the Braves almost have one here in the 4th. They are channeling their inner Gwen Stefani, and they ain't no holla back girl in Milwaukee. So here's Aaron. Hank is 0 for 2 with a K. Those of you watching on demand on YouTube are going to see that 7-spot Brooklyn went and go, okay, that's nice. Wow, 11-5 now. It was 11-0. Pitch to Aaron. That is up the middle. Reese snares it, throws to Hodges, and that's the inning. However, goodness gracious, Buffy St. Marie, 5 runs on 5 hits and no errors. We go to the 5th. It's taken us 45 minutes. It is Brooklyn 11, Milwaukee 5. And so it'll be, I want to go to Slater first. Yeah. Let's see. Switchy, righty, lefty. So Lou Slater, 30 years old, 3-0. An earned run average of 2. 9th appearance. We got to start out of the way. He pitched in that game against Pittsburgh where Milwaukee nearly blew it. 6-5 win, 2 1/3, 46 pitches, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, a homer and 2 strikeouts. 18 innings, 10 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 homers. He's walked 3 and struck out 6. The other question was what baseball facility saw its final game September 21st, 1961. Wrigley Field in Los Angeles would be my guess. Gilliam is 2 for 2. He has singled, doubled, driven in a run, scored, and walked. Right field, Aaron going back. 1 out. For Pee Wee Reese, who's 0 for 1, he has walked and scored and been hit by a pitch. Incorrect. Okay. Huh. Oh. I bet we've done this stadium on this replay. Would it be Griffith in Washington? Pitch to Reese. Pee-wee. That will be in the left field for a base hit. Thompson will throw it back in. And Pee-wee has a single. Here's Duke Snyder, 1 for 3. Hit the grand slam in the 3rd. It is driven in 4. Snyder, line drive to Dittmer, and that's an out. So Reese goes back, 2 out for Randy Jackson, who has a double. Has driven in 2 or scored twice today. That's 12 runs. It would be Griffith. Coliseum would have worked for that too. Parallel League is right because the Dodgers last played there in 61. Opening day in 62 for Dodger Stadium. I forgot that the expansion Senators played 1 year at Griffith before D.C. Stadium opened up in 62. Pitch to Jackson. There is another ground ball, this time past Matthews down the line and left. Thompson will grab it. Eddie should have made that play. Peavy around 3rd, and the Dodgers are turning this into batting practice. If this one was on TBS, they'd be deciding, should we show a rerun of Saved by the Bell at College here, or just stay with this? Which is worse? My Skip Carey impression, Todd, is worse than this. Gil Hodges, 3 for 3. He needs a single first. He has doubled, homered twice, and driven in 4. Hodges into left center. Thompson running over. 48 minutes in, you get the commercial. We're looking for 8 inches of snow. All right, we'll talk to you later, Dave. After halfway through this one, Brooklyn 12, Milwaukee 5. Well, if you joined us late, see you Monday. 12 runs, 14 hits and error for the Dodgers, 5 runs, 6 hits and error for Milwaukee. Are you ready for the Gloucester-Foster recap here? In the second, Gil Hodges, a solo homer, his 10th of the year to make a 1-0 Brooklyn. In the third, if you're a Braves fan, all hell broke loose. 12 batters to the plate, 7 runs, 6 hits, 2 walks. Duke Snyder hit a grand slam. He bounced it off that scoreboard in right center. His 22nd homer of the season. This is game 40 for the Dodgers. 5-0 Brooklyn. Then Gil Hodges hit his second home run of the game, this time a 2-run shot. It is 7-0 Brooklyn. Jim Gilliam double home Carl Furillo, 8-0 Brooklyn. If you're a Dodger fan, this is 7 heaven. I'm doing well, Jamie. How are you? They sent 7 to the plate in the 4th. Gil Hodges RBI double to score Yo Dog Randy Jackson, 9-0. Carl Furillo single to score Hodges. Hank Aaron couldn't pick it up. E9, 10-0 Dodgers. Charlie Neal singled home Carl Furillo to make it 11-0. And then the Braves struck back. 8 batters in the 4th. Del Crandall, a 2-run double, 11-2. Frank Torrey, a double to score Crandall, 11-3. Then Eddie Matthews woke somebody out there, a 439-foot bomb, his 10th of the year, to make it 11-5. Then Randy Jackson with an RBI double to make it 12-5. If you're a fan of pitching, don't look. Sal Maglie, 4 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, all earned. A homer. He walked 3 and struck out 3, still on the mound. Lou Burdett, I've never seen a game score of -5 before. And that essentially is your chances of winning the game. -5. On a day where he needed to go as long as he could, he huffed and puffed and only went for 12 hits. It's okay, Sean. I understand I screwed this one up. 11 runs, 10 earned. 3 home runs. He walked 2 and struck out 1. Slater, he could only throw 35 pitches, and he's already thrown 25. An inning, 2 hits, and a run. Oh, my goodness. Come on. So Thompson, Bruton, and Logan to face Maglie here in the 5th. Bobby struck out. He's 0 for 1. So the Dodgers' batting practice continues. Pitch to Thompson is a fly ball right field. Back goes Furillo down the line and right, and Carl, that ran out of energy. 1 out. Here's Bruton. Billy 1 for 2. He is singled and scored. That came in the 4th. That is a hard shot to Pee Wee Reese. Throws to Hodges for the out, 2 away. For Johnny Logan, 1 for 2. He has singled and scored. By the way, I went to my friendly neighborhood online bookie. Pitch to Logan, and Johnny rips this one down to Jackson at 3rd. Randy goes across the way to Hodges. Logan's running, but he'll be out. So Maglie gets his side in order in the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Going to the 6th, 12-5 Brooklyn. So Campy, Furillo, and Neal to face Lou Sleeter. Campy is 0 for 3. So I took the chance and put a $5 spot on the Red Sox winning the division. If it hits, I win 12. I think they were paying plus 214. I'm not sure about Baltimore. I think the Yankees have too many injuries. I'm hoping the Yankees have too many injuries. Tampa's going to be weird. Pitch to Campy. Popped up. Matthews. Foul territory, third base side for the out. I saw a picture of Mookie Betts. I seriously hope he recovers from whatever's going on. He's lost 23 pounds. And it's not like me losing 23 pounds. He didn't have 23 pounds to lose. Carl Furillo is 2 for 3 today. He has singled twice, driven in a run, scored twice. And the White Sox are tied for first. No! Someone else won. Yeah, 1-0. Break them up. Pitch to Furillo. Carl rips this one past Logan into left field. Thompson will grab it. And that's the 3rd hit. Charlie Neal is 2 for 3. He has singled twice and driven in a run. Oh, the Guardians won too. Your team right there. 1 out. Crandall and Sleeter have a word. And Neal walks. We are really close to bringing in a position player to pitch. Here's Maglie. Sal 1 for 3 today. He has singled and scored. First and second. That's in the left center. Bruton goes over. Makes the catch. And there's 2 out. I'd like you to get the last out because then I could bring in a pinch hitter. And we can all have a holly jolly Thanksgiving. Jim Gilliam is 2 for 3 today. He has singled, doubled, scored, driven in a run, and walked. And he walks. Please getting out. Please getting out. Please getting out. So here's Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee 1 for 2. He has singled, walked, and scored twice. Slater deals. That's a ground ball to Dittmer, and he'll go to Torrey. And the Dodgers do not score for the first time since the first. No runs, a hit, no errors. When you have a 17,000-run lead, you can leave as many on as you want. They've left on 8 after 5.5, 12-5, Brooklyn. So Crandall, pinch hitter, and Dittmer to face Magley here in the 6th. Dell has a 2-run double. He's now driven in 24. He's 1 for 2. Ground ball to Neal. Charlie throws to Hodges for the out, 1 away. Joe Adcock will pinch hit. Adcock has a pinch hit, at least one overall, hitting .319, 4 homers and 17 RBI. 1 out, nobody on. 2 out, nobody on, as Magley struck him out on a 2-2. So here's Dittmer. Magley 27 batters deep. It's not like Magley has pitched all that well. 93 pitches, 5 2/3. All 5 runs are earned. I think so. 6 hits. The home run was Matthews. He walked 3 so far and struck out 4. 2 of those walks belong to Dittmer, who was 0 for 1. He grounded into a double play. Popped up. Campanella to the screen. No. And Dittmer walks. 3rd time today for Dittmer. Going to make my life easier here because I can leave Adcock in the game and pinch hit or put the pitcher in Torrey's spot. Sorry, Frank. 1 for 3, a double, an RBI, and a run scored. Popped it up. Popped it up. Jackson, rainmaker on this 73-degree clear night, and that will take care of the Braves. They do get a hit. No, they don't. No runs, no hits, no errors. They've left on 6, and after 6, Brooklyn 12, Braves 5. So Adcock, who's a 6, will stay in the game at first. Dave Jolly, 32 years old, making his 7th appearance. 1-0 with an earned run average of 3. Fastball at 88, fly ball plus pitcher. Jolly pitched in that game against the Pirates. He only faced 1 batter through 4 pitches. Overall, 6 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs, both earned. A home run. He's walked 6 and struck out 3. The question is, can he get 9 outs on 35 pitches? Duke Snider is 1 for 4 today. He has hit a grand slam. He's now driven in 50. Jolly, look, you are being thrown to the wolves here in a 12-5 game, and he walks Snider, which is not the worst thing in the world. How close to 130 are we going to get to play these last 3 innings? Randy Jackson has had himself a day. He has doubled twice. He is 2 for 3. Scored twice and driven in a run. Gets away from Crandall, and Snider moves up 90 on the wild pitch. He had 35 pitches. He's thrown 11 and hasn't retired anybody. Do you understand why Sparky Anderson looks 65 years old at 35? Pitch to Jackson. There's a ground ball to 3rd. Matthews waits. He's going to have to hurry. The throw to Adcock. Jackson is. Did they get him? No, they didn't. It's an infield hit. Here's Hodges. He is 3 for 4 today. He has doubled and homered twice. He now has 11. He has scored 3 times and driven in 4. Right center, Bruton makes the catch. Well, good. We needed the guy to go 35 to get 9 outs. Took him 18 to get 1. Here's Campanella. Roy is 0 for 4. Goodness gracious, we're over an hour. Here's the Crandall and Jolly have a word. Jolly says, get your butt back there. Pitch to Campy. Fly ball to left. Thompson. That one has some elevation, but will stay in the yard. He clanks off the fence. Snyder goes to third. The throw goes in the infield. Runners on the corners, 2 out for Carl Furillo. Carl 3 for 4. He has singled 3 times, scored twice, driven in a run. That is a hard shot to short. Logan goes to Adcock. Stretch time. 12-5 Brooklyn. It'll be Matthews, Aaron, and Thompson here in the 7th. No runs, a hit, no errors for the Dodgers, and they have 12 runs, 16 hits, and an error, and they've left on 10. 5 runs for the Braves, 6 hits and an error, and they've left on 6. And Todd B says, come on, umpires, we don't have all day. Eddie Matthews is 2 for 3. He hit a gargantuan home run in this one, his 10th of the year, and drove in 2 for 36. Good enough tobacco in North Carolina if Jim Leland was coaching at this game. No. Always by Chesterfields. Pitch to Matthews. Eddie rips this one into right center field. Snyder will pick it up on a hop, and you can't blame Matthews for this one. A 3-hitter for him today. 7 hits overall. New patch, by the way, out for the ball game. I didn't use it for this, but I do have it. We'll use it Monday. Henry Aaron is 0 for 3 with a K. Magley deals, and that's a ground ball to Hodges. Gill takes it himself to third or first. Do they get the runner at second? No. They tried to get Matthews at second. The throw down to Pee Wee was not in time. There's 1 out on the fielder's choice. Bobby Thompson is 0 for 2 with a K. Magley deals. That is a ground ball to Pee Wee. Over to Hodges. And Thompson is retired. So the margin after this one will be 2, unless heaven and earth open up County Stadium and the Braves can score 7 with 7 outs to go. Billy Bruton 1 for 3. He has singled and scored. And that's a pop-up first base side. Hodges by the dugout. And does he make the play over the tarp? No. Some Elvis fan made that catch. Billy Bruton has a 1-2 count. If you are an aspiring broadcaster, these are the games you got to deal with. Games that were long over early. Pitch to Bruton. Struck him out. That's 5 for Magley, and that will take care of the Braves. No runs, a hit, and no errors. We've played 7. Brooklyn 12, Milwaukee 5. So Neal, Magley, and Gilliam to face Holly Jolly Easter here in the 8th. Nope, not the April 1st game. Are we doing a game on April 1st? No, we wouldn't do a game on the 1st. Neal 2 for 3. A single twice, driven in a run and walked. What's in the patch? I think Mark told me what it was, and now I forget. It has to do with was an issue that I haven't had to deal with. I think it had to do. I forget what it was, Andrew. I'm sure your meatloaf sandwich is much more interesting than this game. 2 for 3, as I said. Here's the pitch to Neal, and he walked him. Here's Bagley, 1 for 4. He has singled and scored in this one. Let's see what they do with Sal in 117 pitches. Stays in the game. He'll put one down. Why are you bunting up 17 runs? Matthews throws to Dittmer for the out, one away. For Junior Gilliam, Jim is 2 for 3. Single, double, RBI, run scored, and 2 walks. Right center field, Bruton makes the catch. Neal goes back, and 2 out here. So Jolly doing a little bit better. Here's Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee 1 for 3. He has singled, scored twice, and walked. Jolly deals, and Reese draws the walk. Would you just get the turn out? Here's Duke Snyder. Duke 1 for 4. Had that grand slam in the third, which essentially ended the ball game. He has also walked, struck out in this one. Jolly delivers. Ball 4. Scotty comes in. Scotty got the tour of the Miller Brewery on the way in and is enjoying a 12-5 pasting of the Braves. Randy Jackson 3 for 4. Singled, doubled twice, scored twice, driven in a run. Right center, Aaron. And that'll do. At least Jolly kept the Dodgers off the scoreboard for 2 innings. No runs, no hits. The Dodgers have left on 13. But when you lead 12-5, no one cares. So Logan, Crandall, and Adcock to face Magley here in the 8th. Logan 1 for 3 today. A single and a run scored. Pitch from Magley. Logan pops it up. Pee Wee waits. Beautiful night here in Milwaukee. 72 degrees. 1 out for Crandall. Crandall had that 2-run double in the 5th or the 4th. It was 11-0 Brooklyn. Milwaukee put a 5 spot up in the 4th, including a mammoth 2-run homer from Eddie Matthews. Dodgers made it 12-5 in the 5th, and everything kind of quieted down after. You care. Pitch to Crandall. There's a ground ball to third. Jackson's got it. He'll go over to Hodges. And Crandall is retired. 2 out for Adcock, who struck out his first time up. These two teams have played only twice so far. So after today, 19 more times they play. Brooklyn has won them both. The first time here at County Stadium, Erskine beat Buell 6-2. And in a 15-inning thriller a couple weeks ago at Ebbets Field, Besant beat Crone 3-2. Magley deals. Got him. We go to the 9th. No runs, no hits, no errors. Brooklyn 12, Milwaukee 5. So, and Jolly is exhausted. I don't have anybody. I can't pitch Spahn. So, they go to Andy Pafko. And say, it's yours. This will be a treat, gang. I've never done this before. So in the 7 years that we've done these replays, I've never had to go with a position player before. Pafko. There's the stats. He's 35. As a hitter, he has an outfield arm of 7. Handy Andy, we're going to find out. Yeah, Cody, I've never had to do this before. Remember, coming off of Memorial Day week, I don't remember if Milwaukee had a doubleheader the Sunday before, but there's a good chance that they did 3 doubleheaders in 8 days. They don't have anybody. The only fresh pitcher that they have that didn't throw 90,000 pitches in yesterday's doubleheader is Warren Spahn. And he's tomorrow's starter. So here we go. Pafko somehow, some way, needs to get 3 outs. Hodges is drooling at the plate. He is 3 for 5. He has doubled, homered twice, and driven in 4. Pafko, base hit, right center. And for Gill, that's his 4th hit. Last year when we did 88, apparently Pete Rose had used Dave Concepcion as a pitcher, which would have made sense. It was the end of Concepcion's career, and if you were out of pitchers and he wasn't playing, you could throw him in. Pafko was immediately tired. Campanella is 0 for 5. Got him! An 0-2 who knows what at 61 miles an hour. And those hardy folks who have remained give Andy Pafko a standing ovation. Here's Carl Furillo, 3 for 5. He has singled 3 times, scored twice, and driven in a run. Yeah, Roy will never live that down. Can you believe that? Pitch to Furillo. There's a ground ball over Matthews into left field. Thompson has to play it off a hop. He throws to Dittmer, and Furillo has his 8th double. The gyro ball. So here's Charlie Neal. Charlie 2 for 3. He has singled twice, driven in a run, and walked twice. That one registered at 58. We'll suspend belief here. And so Pafko is throwing enough junk out there. Crandall reminds him that, can we go home now? Popped him up. Crandall. 2 out. Is Pafko really going to put a bagel up on the board? Here's Magley. That was a fastball. They clocked that one at 67. Bagley 1 for 4 with a run scored and a single. Andy deals. Left field. Yep, he's going to put up a bagel. How about that? Thompson snares it. That's the inning. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. Milwaukee 7 to tie, 8 to win. Dittmer. Pafko's going to hit. Why not? They're not going to tie the ball game. And then Matthews. Wow. Dittmer has walked 3 times. He's 0 for 1. Magley, 36 batters, 130 pitches, 8 innings. That is fantastic work. And he will get a share of the Digital Lights MVP. 8 innings for Magley, 7 hits, the home run for Matthews. Sal has walked 4 and struck out 6. I bet I could get that in as a short, couldn't I? Someone want to clip that? Can you do that? What an inning for Andy Pafko. That and the Washington pitcher, Kakalakalis or whatever that was, who shut down the Mantle and Berra on base to preserve that Memorial Day save. Pitch to Dittmer. Up the middle, a base hit. Goodness gracious. So Pafko's going to hit. Well, why not? He's 3 for 10 on a replay. He's doubled twice. Dittmer on first. Pafko into center. Snyder ranging over into left center. 1 out. Dittmer goes back. You'd think in the 1,000 or so baseball games that I've done on this channel that you would have seen everything, just because we've done everything. But nope, today was a new experience. Eddie Matthews, 3 for 4. He has homered. I believe he gets a case of Miller for putting it off the scoreboard. That was unbelievable. Pitch to Eddie. Ground ball to Hodges. Gill, Reese for 1. Matthews is going to reach on the fielder's choice. 2 out for Hank Aaron. Last chance saloon. Hank is 0 for 4 with a K. Unreal. Slow bounder down to Randy Jackson. It's a poor play, and Aaron's going to extend the ball game by a batter as he reaches on the infield hit. So 2 on, 2 out for Thompson, who is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Magley has thrown 143 pitches. He will get a second win this go-around for the Dodgers. His next out. And it's a strikeout, and that's it. So, the Dodgers, 12, the Braves, 5. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Braves here in the ninth. They end up leaving on 9. So, in 3 hours and 26 fake minutes, the Dodgers, 12 runs, 18 hits, an error, and they leave on 15. They go to 27 and 13. The Braves fall to 26 and 8. 5 runs, 9 hits, an error, and they left on 9. Our third star, and I think you got to go with stars here, would be Andy Pafko, who, under conditions that were extreme, had to go 18 pitches. He faced 5 batters. He allowed 2 hits and struck out Roy Campanella. It's almost as wild as Andy Van Slyke having to catch in an all-star game and giving up a pass ball. Magley goes the distance. He goes to 2-1, 9 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, all earned. The home run allowed. He walked 4 and struck out 7. Hodges is your other MVP. 4 for 6, 2 homers. He drives in 4. Lou Burdett, on a day where he needed to go 140 pitches, went 4 innings, 12 hits, 11 runs, 10 earned, 3 homers. He walked 2 and struck out 1. And to paraphrase a 70s song, some kind of awful. Sleeter, who needed to go 9 outs, couldn't do it. 2 innings, 3 hits, a run, 2 walks. It was earned. Jolly's the one that needed to go 9 outs. Went 2 innings, a hit, and he walked 4. And then Pafko, as we said, an inning. Somehow, some way, the first time ever we had to use a position player that hadn't pitched. 2 hits and a strikeout. He threw 13 strikes and 5 balls and had no endurance whatsoever. The rest of the Saturday in Monday in baseball for you. It is a limited schedule. The Redlegs beat the Phillies 8-6. Fowler 5-3. Rogovin 0-5. Wally Post 3 for 4, hits 2, now has 9, and drove in 4. The Nationals won't die. They beat the Indians 5-2. Ramos 1-3. Mike Garcia falls to 4-3. Ward 1 for 4, hits a second. White Sox double the Orioles 4-2. Billy Pierce 5-3. Zuvernick falls to 3-5. Smith, his first of the year, goes 3 for 4. I think I've told you what Wally Post did. Vinegar Ben Meisel, 2-hitter. As the Cardinals shut out the Giants 8-0. 5-3. Little goes to 1-4. And Meisel struck out 8 in that complete game. Next week, what we got for you? We got the more of this series. Newcomb and Connolly for you from Milwaukee on Wednesday. So that's Monday's game. Wednesday will feature Cleveland and the Yankees early win and Whitey Ford from the big old ballpark in the Bronx. And when we're with you next Thursday, Dodgers and Redlegs, Sal Magley and Fowler. So that's tentatively what's on the schedule. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. What an incredible ballgame. Final score here. Brooklyn 12, Milwaukee 5. So long, everybody.